EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Down.
Here we go.
180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280. Shoot. Later 8. That's it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
2nd and 5 now. Carr, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Go, go, go. Run.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. We got this. Check. Later 9.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
What down? 180. We got it.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Broncos nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
23. Here we go. 180.
Defense, no game. Here we go.
We're going to 54. 180. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
27.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away. And avoids the contact by sliding. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 180.
Mike. Man out, man.
Hey, kill.
Right over
47.
Mike, 58, right there. Right here. 58.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
McManus's point after is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's at 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tie is on Ringo. Tie is on Ringo. Three down, three down.
To throw, it's called. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Alert, alert. Three down, three down.
Express.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
That's it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Carr now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Wide in.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
26.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
24 is the mic. Check, 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 check.
26.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He completes this to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here's Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Prescott yet again. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Dak Prescott with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, Carr. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Step it up.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 25-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slam, slam, slam.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, Carr again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got three.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 23 yards the pickup there. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46. 24, 26.
Prescott now. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Let's bring it.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we're going to 54. Why 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 times 2. 9.
Carr going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Down. 180.
Mike 51. You don't know no better. Out.
1. Later 1. That's it.
Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 76 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Here we go.
Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check out. Then we're going to 53. Check. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Four down. Alert. '24 is the mic. Rabbit.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
26.
Hey, we got off. 4 down. 24 is the mic. It's a
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15.
Hey, 47.
Hey, check 24. Watch.
Here we go, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This is the tight end fan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go, kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Single.
26.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Let's go.
.637.
Lucky.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Raiders 18, Broncos 17.
Down. Blue 80.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep.
Express.
Safety's creeping.
93.
Here we go. One's the
That's it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confident offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
47, 26.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Here we go.
Defense, let's get out the field. Defense.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chase Edmonds with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards.
Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Carr now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. Look at the big man rumble, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down throw for Prescott. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Everyone got 4 down.
Throwing here, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, 98 to Mike. 65. Here we go, 46. 65, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one.